Good morning, WSUP. This is Billy and Brittany in the studio. We are here with Brian Kirschbaum, the president of Sigma. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Thanks for joining us today, Brian.
Oh, no problem. It's a beautiful day out.
So on campus, we have quite a few fraternities, and I noticed a lot of them have their motto. You know what they have, a saying to go along with what they are, and we were just wondering what yours was.
Yeah, certainly. Well, our national motto is Building Balanced Men. And what that basically means is, as a national fraternity, obviously it speaks for itself, building balanced men. We try to recruit, obviously, the finest gentlemen on campus. And obviously, as a college, we're not, the cream of the crop, as it speaks. So, our big thing is to build balanced men as it is, whether it be in your career, the top field in your career, being an outstanding gentleman in society, being the best you can, as a boyfriend, a father figure, stuff like that. So that's our main goal, is to building men to be the best they can be in their lives.
Okay, now does your chapter here in Platteville, do they have their own specific motto, or is it pretty much the same?
Of course, we do have our local model. It's gentlemen united unconditionally in pursuit of realizing each other's greatest personal potential. That's a huge one, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, obviously, we go by the national model, but our local one's more targeted towards, our potential.
Okay.
As men, obviously, building the balanced men, obviously it takes a great amount of potential to do that. So our biggest thing is building the potential that we all have within us and expressing that, obviously, in building our lives.
When was Sigma Phi Epsilon started?
Well, according to the local one here on campus, it was October 14th, 2000. So actually, just this past Friday, we celebrated our it was now 11 years being here on campus. Exactly, yeah. So awesome. We keep going strong. We are one of the younger fraternities on campus, but we obviously have a lot to build up with a lot of the older fraternities too. So obviously, as a newer fraternity, we have a lot to prove as a younger fraternity too. So we'll keep pushing with that. So
now, is that a new house you guys have?
Oh, it is actually. As you can see, you'll probably look out on Alsbeck. You'll see a shiny white house by the nice the campus fence over there. Yeah, brand new house. Just moved into it actually this past August. So
really?
Yeah, we have 11 gentlemen living in the house that semester. So
11.
11. It's a lot, but no, it's awesome. Great house. Everyone has their own room too, so that's good.
Oh wow,
Definitely.
That's really awesome.
Definitely. So. Yeah, so it's a work in progress. Obviously, it's getting to a new house. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that, but it's definitely a work in progress, especially with 11 men living there. So we'll keep pushing it and do the best we can.
Now, I know, if you look around, your front yard is one of the better kept front yards, and I think that has a lot to say about your fraternity.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, obviously, we always have the chore list we like to say around the house, but yeah, it's a big thing, It's like, you live in your own home, It's
right.
like keep your grass cut, trim the weeds, whatnot. It's the typical stuff. So the big thing is we have guests coming all the time, whether it be alumni from, younger or older years, guests of the fraternity come by, even campus officials. So obviously we have to maintain that
Of course.
The look, obviously. So we want to keep everything the best we can. And obviously we have to keep our landlord, Lonnie, happy as well. So.
Well, even just saying, before when you were explaining about your motto and, balanced men and, making good husbands and stuff like that for the future, obviously that's a very good business card for you, saying, you guys are going to be great husbands and take great care of the lawn. So.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I mean.
It backs you guys up very well.
Oh, thank you very much.
So how did this past homecoming go for you guys?
Well, it went pretty well. We just actually got the results in. We tied first for Greeks with Kappa Alpha Sigma. So I've been in homecoming for 3.5 years, so it's a big push. We're very competitive, obviously, with all the organizations on campus. The big thing is too, it's a great bonding experience for the new guys as well as the guys around. So, whether it be you're spending those long nights building the decorations on the float.
The Titanic,
the
right?
Titanic. Exactly. So, it's a great bonding experience, whether we stay up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning doing that, but it's a great time. We have good laughs, share memories of that too. So, and that's the biggest thing with homecoming too. It's, you're not only celebrating the pioneers coming back, but also you're celebrating the experience you have with your brothers and also with fellow pioneers. So.
Definitely. So which event do you think you guys excelled in the most then?
I'd probably have to say that the float probably was the best. I don't know if you guys saw it or not.
I
saw it. It was That was working hard. We started that probably 2 weeks ago, and it's probably at least 40+ man hours. That's just
wow.
very conservative too. So I mean, that was the best. We actually got the entire fraternity together and literally put that together within the past 2 days with the pumping stuff like that too. So I mean, the amount of time we spent that Friday night was probably the best time because we had a great time. Kicking and roaring in the cold weather. Sharing hot cocoa. So
I think I saw someone out there wearing just a buoy or a life jacket.
oh yeah, yeah, they got a little excited then too. So
little cold.
oh yeah, definitely.
Now that Titanic you guys made was like pretty like crisp looking, like tough man hours. You can tell went into.
Oh
that.
yeah, definitely. Well, we also have some experience building construction majors in there as well as a couple engineers
okay.
too. Obviously.
So you
That
guys
helps.
cheated.
Oh no, I wouldn't say really cheated, but they have
helps.
actually have the bigger experience. Obviously, because I'm being a business major, I don't have that kind of expertise. I can probably mostly manage people, but no, it's good to have a lot of guys good with their hands and good with the tools. So. No, it was a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication from those men. So.
Was it a car under the float that you had driving it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's an old. What is it? I think it's an old Toyota underneath there. I think it's was donated a few years back. So we built it on top of that. So it's a
Awesome.
little trade secret from our fraternity. So.
Oh, wow. Now within your fraternity, you have a variety of majors.
We definitely do. It's kind of the demographics kind of related to Platteville. We do have a good number of engineers as it is an engineering campus, but we do look for diversity. We do have a good number of communication majors, a couple business majors, myself included. But no, we do strive for that diversity because we are not an engineering fraternity, but we are a social fraternity. So we do shoot for the diversity, but it is mostly targeted kind of like the demographic we hear with Platteville. So.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, definitely.
After homecoming, it's becoming to be fall. Getting cold outside. We got leaves falling. That's how you can dread the coming winter. So, how's the fall rush season going then?
It's going pretty well. We have our new members getting really involved. I know we have 10 of them right now. They're really excited, and they're great guys. They're really excited to be involved with the rest of the semester. So, I mean, it's just a matter of, having more of those brotherhood activities. We're really getting to more of the social side of the semester and, getting involved with having more socials with more sororities in our fraternities too. So big thing is now as we're starting to get into the exam mode too, I guess. So before fall break here soon. So, so yeah, definitely.
Now, what does rush look like at your fraternity?
Well, and we're different in aspect with rush, whereas we don't pledge or haze or even rush with the fraternity. SIGUP's different with that, where we actually have 365 recruitment, which that means is that we recruit year round. So, I mean, we do recruit during rush week, but we don't necessarily rush during those specific 2 weeks. So we do recruit year round. So when I mean we don't pledge or we don't rush, which means that if a member decides they're interested and they do join our fraternity, they can join and they have full rights in membership right away. So I mean, and people can join anytime, whether it be they want to join now or they want to join the last day of the semester. It's 365 recruitment with SIGUP, so we welcome anyone who is interested anytime.
Awesome.
Now, once they recruit, they say I want to join, then you allow them to join, or is there like an interview process or something like that?
Definitely. If they're interested in joining, obviously they talk to a member of SIGUP, and then from there, what they do is actually we have a recruitment committee, and they actually just go through that. We encourage all people interested to join we do have recruitment events, so we do ask them to attend that. Just allow the brothers to get to know them a little more, just get them more involved and acclimated into the brotherhood, and then from there, we extend a bid out to them. In a formal sense, and then ask them to join the fraternity. So, definitely.
So it's not as tough as I think people think it is. Like, it's not as intimidating as...
And it's really not. I know it seems like it's a little intimidating at first, obviously walking up to someone you don't know and saying, hey, I'm kind of interested. It seems intimidating at first. I definitely was intimidated at first when I did it. But, no, it's very simple. And a lot of the guys are very welcoming. It's just like, walking into your family's house, like, hey, how's it going? Good. Yeah, want to pull over and watch the game? Yeah, definitely. It ain't like we bite or anything like that. So it's definitely something we definitely encourage. We try to make it as comforting as possible and as easy as possible, too. So.
Now, once someone is in your fraternity, how do you go about creating these balanced men? Do you guys get together through enriching your community, obviously, but is there some type of education or experiences that you allow?
Definitely. Actually, what we have with Sigma, it's called the Balanced Man Program. And actually, it's a tiered program that we have for all our members. And it basically goes along with each of the different challenge programs. The first one, which we call is the Sigma Challenge, is actually for new members. It's the basic class where you learn the history of SIGAP, learn about the local fraternities, stuff like that. You learn different things like about the campus. It's basically for new freshmen or new members of the fraternity. You go up to the next step, it's the Phi Challenge, which basically that has more focus on, getting around, more familiar with campus. We focus on getting them involved with campus organizations, learning about those things, getting them ready for career things such as where you want to go with your major, helping out with that. The next step after that is actually Epsilon, that's the top tier, which you focus more on your career aspect and where you're going, where you're looking towards after college, where it'd be interviews for jobs, job shadowing, internships. Beyond that, one step further actually is the brother mentor level, which we help then life beyond college. Whether it be financing a brand new home, getting that car, that first job, sort of thing. So this is how we help create balance, as you mentioned in these lives, through the Balanced Man Program. It is one of the best programs in the entire nation. It's nationally recognized throughout the entire fraternity world. So we're pretty proud of it.
It's kind of almost like it's someone there, not holding your hand, but letting you know, like, hey, we're going to take you through these next couple of years and even beyond, and make you a better person. And if you get a little shaky, it's okay, because you got a whole brotherhood to lean on type of thing.
Exactly, yeah, and definitely. It's kind of like that little whisper in the back of your ear, like that extra conscious there saying, this is how you do it. And it's tremendous, too, because not only the undergraduate chapter helps out, but we also have tremendous alumni that also help out, that in different career fields have been there where we've been and can offer those insights where you kind of think, wow, hindsight would have been awesome. Well, you have that hindsight, which is a total benefit, especially going through college, because as we all know, college is tough, and you need that extra guidance to help give you that extra competitive edge when you get out there in the real world.
Now, like within the fraternity, is there older members helping younger members through each stage? Does someone separately come in and help with this program, or is it a mixture of both?
It's kind of a mixture of both. With the different challenges, we do have the coordinators that do help. So with the classes that we have every week, they are small enough classes where it's very manageable. The coordinators help out one-on-one. We also do have mentors. It's like big brother, little brother thing, where they help guide you through the entire fraternity process. Obviously you'll need that guidance more as a new member, but also as you progress, it's kind of like that special bond you have, and they help guide you through this process as well. So it's kind of like what you said, it's a helping hand that helps them through, and it's at your own pace, which is the best thing too. So whether let's say you are uber busy, like let's say you're in baseball, you have homework and you are involved in other places, it's at your own pace. So there's no specific schedule. So and we help encourage everyone, obviously to go at the pace that you're comfortable with. So that's pretty awesome.
Well, that is nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you guys have any events coming up in the community, whether that be with like just your fraternity or whether it be with, just Greek in general?
Oh, definitely. Well, actually, we're having a social. I think it's going on right now, actually, with us. Sigma Phi Epsilon doing a pumpkin carving, getting ready for Halloween. Another social we're having, I think, is this Wednesday. I believe we're doing a corn maze, actually, with Gamma Phi Beta. So
where's that going to be?
Oh, I think that's down in Lancaster, Wisconsin, actually.
Are you making the corn maze or just going through
it?
it?
It's pre-made. No, definitely. So, no, I know we're getting quite a few socials in there because I know we're really eager to get out. And we're actually looking at expanding beyond the Greek community, actually going out and doing socials with other organizations on campus. I know we're looking at doing a couple of philanthropic events. I know in the past summer we helped out actually with the Platteville Main Street with that. So I know we're really involved with the Lutheran Church over by the public library too. So I know we're helping them out quite a bit. So definitely looking for a lot more opportunities out there with the community, and looking to help out maybe with some blowing or leaf raking here in the next couple weeks. I know it's definitely needed, and also in the coming months when the snow starts falling in another month or so, knock on wood, right?
All right. Like even so like just going out and reaching out to like seniors and elderly in the community, helping them out with their yard work.
Oh yeah, of course. Well,
you guys are all about that yard work.
It makes
you guys have plenty of practice.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, and we kind of cheat with the snowboard too. But yeah, I mean, definitely, we obviously do our own, but I mean, helping out, people that don't have the time, don't have the ability to help out, and we're able to step in there and say, hey, we have 40 guys that are more than willing to help you out to get this done within an hour. It's all about helping the community. It all is. So
maybe I'll come over on the next snow day, because last year I could have used you.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
I know where your new house is. Are you guys directly connected with another sorority or no?
Not officially. I know there are some kind of connections with sorority and fraternities. No, we're just nationally as one. We obviously look as far as, building relationships, helping out with the community, like Greek community. So, I mean, we reach out to not only sororities, but also fraternities and kind of make those relationships or those, I would call them alliances, where it's like, helping each other out. Obviously we're in a friendly competition for recruitment. It's there, but I mean, we obviously help each other out. I think with Sigma Phi the other day, we accidentally had some of our pomps kind of flow into their yard accidentally. So I mean, and we're willing to help out. Go and clean our yard. And we're definitely there for the Greek community too. It's all about helping out the community as a whole and making that a greater community. So,
how do you feel about the overall Greek community on Platteville campus?
Definitely. Well, it's obviously a lot smaller than a lot of campuses. I've traveled to a lot of campuses, and obviously I've seen kind of the reverse side where I've seen no Greek life versus I've seen huge Greek life. So I mean, we're kind of in that comfy middle. The one thing I like to say is I like to see it grow. And we have a tremendous campus of over 7,000 students with a Greek life size of around 400. So small percentage. I definitely would like to see that grow. And the big thing is just awareness of Greek life. And I know you see a lot of the social misconceptions of Greeks, and I think that kind of scares a lot of people. And that it's not like that. I mean, you see things like Animal House, and you think, wow, that's how it is. Great movie, but it's fiction, complete fiction. And we stress that over and over again, that it's the social media's misconceptions of how Greeks were, if they ever were like that. Today is much, much different. We're in a modern 21st century society. We're much different. We're all about, building those community relationships, helping the community out with philanthropic events and making the community a better place. So.
Now, how would one say, I'm a freshman. If anyone, freshman, sophomore, someone who hasn't really gone into the whole Greek aspect, how would someone go on trying to join, or if they're interested, just getting information?
Well, definitely. Well, first off, I'd definitely do some research. The internet is a great resource. I'd definitely go on to UW-Plink.com, or as Pioneer Link, I guess you'd say now. Go on there and do some research. Go on to Greek life, and it gives a lot of information on the local fraternities and sororities here on campus. Definitely a great resource, and kind of look for what you're interested in. I know there are some more targeted fraternity sororities, such as agricultural and stuff like that. So I mean, definitely look for your interests. I definitely also recommend going down to the Greek Life office and the Pioneer Involvement Center and talking to Val Weltzel, our director of Greek Life. Definitely a great resource, and definitely will be able to help you with that. And it's definitely something that I definitely encourage for anyone. So,
why would someone pick your fraternity over any other fraternity here on campus?
Well, definitely. I mean, not to knock on any of the fraternities and sororities on campus. They're all great. But our fraternity is one of the best known, and I mentioned this before, with the Building Balanced Men ideal and with the Balanced Men program. Ours is not really something that's, targeted towards one specific thing, but targeted towards kind of a broader aspect. We focus on the four main things, leaders, scholars, athletes, and gentlemen. Obviously with leadership, you want to be the top in your career field, whether you are going into whatever management, or you're going into education. You obviously want to be a leader in your career field. Scholar, obviously getting good grades is obviously what we're here for, and it's important in all aspects. Being athletic, having that sound mind, sound body aspect where you're healthy, you have healthy mind, also healthy body, living a healthy life. And also being a gentleman, being respectful, being that upstanding gentleman on campus, in the community, in your career field and whatnot. So, I mean, our fraternity is built around, helping you find those, and, whether you're good at something or not, helping build that and being the best you can be in all aspects of your life.
So you're basically, I mean, a way to paraphrase it, you're not the stereotypical fraternity.
We are definitely, and that it's funny you say that too, because actually the first words of our charter back from the original one in 1901 was, "This fraternity will be different," and we are definitely in that definite sense where, you know, we're not the typical, you know, rushing, you know, pledging fraternity, whereas, you know, we're a professional organization and we're just looking to build the men of society, build them into leaders, and build them in the best men they can be in our society. So.
Okay. Now, is your fraternity, is it linked with national, international? I mean, I know it's local, obviously.
Yeah.
You're sitting here. But do you guys have places in other countries? Do you have more campus or more chapters around the country?
Oh yeah, definitely. Actually, we are one of the bigger ones nationally. We're not international, but nationally. I believe now it's over 260 chapters nationwide.
Oh.
I believe we have 4 now in the state of Wisconsin. I know University of Wisconsin-Madison has a pretty big chapter up there. So, I mean, we are pretty widespread. I know we are in all 50 states, including Alaska and Hawaii. So that's always good.
Warm places to visit for you.
Exactly,
And a cold one.
No, definitely. So, you know, and we are definitely widespread. And, you know, speaking on nationals, we do also have, you know, national events we go to, more geared towards that. And it is just tremendous to see the number of brothers that are in the nation. You know, you'll go down to, I think we went this past the convention, we went down to Phoenix, Arizona, and seeing over 2,000 brothers nationwide from all 50 states was a tremendous thing. And it's just, you know, the best part about it of all is, you know, you meet someone, let's say, from New York, you meet someone from Alaska, you know, they're the same people. And it's the culture of the fraternity. And you meet up to them, you can walk up and say, "Hey, brother, how's it going?" And you can build that bond. It's there instantly. So it's like, it's not that awkward situation where you meet someone brand new, but it's like you've known each other your entire life. And that's the most rewarding thing ever. So
That does sound really cool, actually. And that's a great network of people also, too.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, actually, we're well over 270,000 lifetime members to us. I mean, it made us sound like a huge number in comparison, but I mean, that's a great network, too. You know, you have professionals, you know, in their career field doing awesome. I know one of our alumni, John Goodman from Roseanne, got to meet him this past summer in Phoenix, Arizona. So, I mean, people like that, you have people like that that are just, they're the icons of their field. It's just being able to meet them, get tips from them, and just say, "Hey, how do I become you?"
Yeah.
And being able to do that and have that bond there makes it all the much better. And, you know, they're willing to take time out of their busy schedule and say, "Hey, you know, this is how you can do it."
That's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, do you think in the coming years, as you can tell, Platteville is growing, they wanted to get up to 4,000 more students by 2015. Do you think that Greek life, right now it's in one of those stages where it could go one or two ways. It could either stay here and flourish or start dwindling. So do you think we have the potential to get to where a place like Madison, for instance, is where their Greek life?
Right, definitely. The potential is definitely there. Again, like I mentioned before, it's the awareness of Greek life, and I believe it's comes on the part of not only our fraternity as Sigma, but also everyone else, and getting that message out to, you know,
And the right message.
and the right message, of course, to all people on campus. You know, whether it be campus officials, administration, new students, existing students, and this big thing comes from us. Also comes from other members too, and I definitely encourage all my fellow Greeks to, you know, rally together and get involved with that. I mean, you know, obviously we are different organizations with, you know, different ideals or different, you know, whether it be our differences are, we're for the same purpose, and it's Greek life. So I mean,
Right.
You know, to answer your question, yeah, we do have the potential, and you know, my vision is, and although I will be graduating soon, my vision is to see that grow. That's the number 400 to grow. I think I'd just like to see it triple
Right.
by the year 2015, if not, you know, quadruple. So I mean, we have the potential. You know, it's just a matter of Greek life, everyone working together and spreading the good word. So.
Right, that's a project you guys can all definitely unite us together as one because you guys all want the same outcome for that.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
There'll be more people to fight over for you guys.
So are there any like specific advantages to being in any Greek organization? I mean, Greek life in general. What are some of the advantages over someone who isn't really?
Oh, definitely. Well, I mean, first off, being involved in an organization is key, because I've been through interviews before. I've actually interviewed for a job when I graduate, and the big thing is they look for is involvement.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be on campus, and it really depends on what your major is with that. But I mean, with a fraternity or sorority, I mean, they're not necessarily geared towards one specific thing. Or like if you're part of, let's say, like hockey club or something like that, obviously specific things, but fraternity and sorority, you get a lot of experience. Big thing is leadership. I mean,
Right.
if you're, like, let's say, a vice president of recruitment or communications, you have that aspect of where you delegate tasks, you have specific duties and responsibilities as a leader. Big thing there. Also, the aspect of networking and being able to, such as myself, being able to talk live on radio is a big skill to have.
Right.
Have that interpersonal communication skills. As I said also before, building those other skills too. So I think it's a big thing with that, because a lot of employers, I personally believe that they look for those leadership aspects and how well you're able to obviously lead, as well as how able you're able to communicate with others. So I believe those are the two big things and the greatest benefits of being in a fraternity or sorority.
Now, on the leadership aspect, you as a president, what are some of your most important duties and tasks and things that you have to fulfill being the president of your chapter of the Greek organization here in Platteville?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, as president, I work on all of day-to-day operations, but basically is maintaining my executive board and making sure everything's going right on all levels, whether it be communication with the entire fraternity, making sure that alumni relations are coming in tight, but basically it's just keeping everyone together and keeping everyone a cool mind, I guess you could say. Also I'm a representative of SIGEP, two different organizations like United Greek Council or Interfraternity Council. I'm the face of fraternity, so I actually have to do administrative things with that, but do something like that, helping build relationships, such as right now, giving the word of SIGEP and communicating that vision of what we do and how we want to move forward. But yeah, definitely.
So what do you see in Sigma Epsilon's future, as far as on this campus, maybe developing more? I mean, we talked about how we want Greek life to flourish, but what about just Sigma Epsilon in general?
Yeah, definitely. I see us grow tremendously. It's a little different going through the years. I've been here for 4.5 years now, and just from year to year, it changes tremendously. So, I mean, the big thing is we're working on is, working on how, change, because every class is different. So, I mean, I definitely see us growing for the next, 5 years. Again, we are kind of trending with university. Our goal is to exceed,
Right.
is definitely to exceed that. I know our big goal for the next year is to at least work our way up to at least 55, 60 members. Right now we're sitting here around 43 members. So, I mean, we're getting there. It's just a matter of, I believe, time. And again, the awareness of Greek life on our part, as well as our fraternity too. So, I mean, big things with that, I believe, are definitely in the docket. So,
So it definitely sounds like Sigma Epsilon is a fraternity that is really something that many people should be interested in. I mean, it's a growing community. It helps the community, and it's something that's definitely above from what others see as stereotypical fraternity. It's a good part of society, and it's definitely an advantage to become a part of it.